I used to work at Fox News. Britt Hume was my boss. He was my mentor for many years. And he retired when I was sort of, I don't know, late in my tenure at Fox. He retired and it was sad. And he said he wanted to focus on three things: God, golf, and grandkids. But I know that there was some piece of him because he'd been so hard charging as a reporter, ABC News, White House correspondent back in the years of Peter Jennings and, Reagan. I mean, at the peak of that job, and just so well respected and so accomplished. And I didn't know what to get him for his retirement. So I gave him a picture of the two of us. It was the 2008 Republican National Convention, and it was out in Minnesota, St. Paul, Minnesota. And we went to the Mall of America, and we went, Brett, Bear, Britt Hume, and I went on the roller coaster there together. It's the indoor roller coaster in the huge mall.
Yeah.
There's a great picture, one of those pictures they get of you, or you're like, ah.
You're screaming, you're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, totally. And you got to see Britt Hume in this picture. It's a great picture. And I framed it and I wrote on it, sometimes the best part is after the climb. Like that's what he was going to. It was not like leaving success behind. It was going from one success to a different kind.
That's beautiful. And I think, a main part for me is figuring out what is our meaningful mission for this season. And it sounds like for, many decades, he had a mission. He was very clear on his mission. He was working to become better at his mission every single day and to impact lives with his reporting and his unique talent. And then his mission ended and he had a new season, which was God, golf, and grandkids. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people don't know what their meaningful mission is, or they chase the wrong mission because they feel like it's supposed to help them or make them feel good about themselves, but it's not what's calling them. And I think that's interesting about your story, Megyn, is you're like, there was something calling me. You were able to listen and reflect, and you're like, maybe I'm not the best at this thing yet, but it's calling me because I'm really curious and interested in it, and I think I could be good. And you had that voice inside of you, that listening, that pulling you into the direction that you have now. And if you didn't listen to that voice, or if you listened to someone else's voice, or you did something you felt like your friends are doing because, my girlfriend is doing this thing and she's telling me and influencing me to do it because it's what she wants, you would have not had the impact that you've had so far in your life, and the career and the incredible joy that you've been able to bring to so many people if you didn't listen to your voice and pursue this current season's meaningful mission. And you're exactly where you're meant to be. And because it's I know there's hard days and it's challenging at times, but it looks effortless when you do it, right? You look effortless because you are talented and gifted and you have years of practice, right? And a lot of people aren't clear on their meaningful mission. And when you ask a Navy SEAL, when you don't have a mission, what are you doing? It's like when there's no mission, people become more destructive. Or when they leave the military and they don't get a mission quickly, it's kind of like, what do I do? What do I do with my hands? Where do I go? What am I supposed to do with my life? And that's why I love there's so many good programs out there that are helping, vets try to get back into a good mission for their lives, because if they don't have that, they're going to struggle, just like all of us. I struggled after college football and after pro football when I was like, who am I now? What's my identity? What am I going to do? And I was kind of twiddling my thumbs for a while until I got a new mission, but I had to listen to the voice inside of me and overcome these fears. Public speaking was one of them, because I knew that if I cannot communicate effectively in front of other people, whether it be a boardroom, whether it be a small audience of 3 people or 30,000 people, I'm probably not going to have anything meaningful in my life if I can't just communicate to a couple of people. And that was my biggest judgment fear at the time. So this was on my fear list. Edith Eger talks about creating a fear list as well. She says, make a fear list and knock them off your list, and you'll become fearless. You'll become more powerful when you overcome those things. And I just knew that I couldn't stand in front of anyone without stuttering, stumbling, or being insecure about what they were thinking about me. And so that's why I went every single week for a year, and I got a coach and I practiced, and I was horrible for 6 months. It was humiliating how bad I was. But I just kept going and saying, one day this is going to get better. And I could see the improvements. It wasn't a lot, but a little bit every week. And those improvements gave me a little bit more confidence. And so I think when we can create a list of our biggest fears, that cause us to doubt ourselves, that cause us to feel judgment or insecurity, and we can start attacking those things. That will give us a lot more confidence in ourselves. Then we can get clear on what our meaningful mission is. At that time, I was like, I just want to get off my sister's couch and make enough money to get my own apartment. That was my mission. I couldn't think beyond that. But once I started to make some money, then I was like, okay, what do I really want? I want to impact 100 million people. Okay, I want to impact them every single week. And I want to help them improve the quality of their life. And I want to do that through what I think I'm decent at, which I'm just a curious person. So let me try asking questions. And I didn't know where it would head, but I was like, let me try this. Let me do it for a year, every single week for a year. And that's what started my journey. Last week was my 10-year anniversary of my show. And I wasn't that good in the beginning. But every week I just said, how can I improve a little bit every single time and try to help more people?
If you're like me, you're growing more and more concerned about the future. The market is all over the place and inflation is at its highest level in 40 years. Interest rates are skyrocketing. Market experts not only predict a recession, but they're using scary terms like economic hurricane and unprecedented. If you want to protect your future, consider the precious metal dealer, American Hartford Gold. They can show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. All it takes to get started is a short phone call, and they will have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or inside your IRA or 401k. And they keep it simple. This is the highest rated firm in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and thousands of satisfied clients. And now, as an exclusive offer for our fans, if you call them right now, they're going to give you up to $1,500 of free silver and a free safe too on qualifying orders. So don't wait, call now. Call 866-518-2955. 866-518-2955 or text Megyn, that's MEGYN, to 65532. Again, call 866-518-2955 or text MEGYN to 65532. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.